Breaking news in the Cory Bigsby case. Today, Hampton police admitted to mishandling a request during the interrogation of the 4-year-old's father, Cory.
Police Chief Mark Talbot says Cory Bigsby originally spoke with police voluntarily, but he said today a later request for an attorney went ignored. We have live team coverage in Hampton.
It begins with Allison Basil, who's followed this case from day one.
Police Chief Mark Talbot tells us he ordered his entire command staff to do a full audit of interviews here at police headquarters involving Cory Bigsby. Moving forward, he says a new leadership team is heading the investigation.
Anybody who didn't live up to the standards that are important to us will be held accountable.
Righting wrongs. Hampton Police Chief Mark Talbot says a full internal investigation is underway after it came to his attention Cory Bigsby didn't get a lawyer when he requested one.
But we have our own obligation here. We didn't meet it, frankly.
Chief Talbot gave a timeline of Bigsby's questioning at police headquarters. He says Bigsby came there voluntarily on January 31st and eventually sat for a formal interview.
Began the conversation by reminding Mr. Bigsby that he was there voluntarily.
Following that, he says Bigsby agreed to take a polygraph test. Later, when the results came back, Talbot says a heated exchange ignited between Bigsby and the lead investigator. He says Bigsby asked for an attorney.
My assessment is that his desires should have been honored. They weren't.
He says evidence leading to the 7 charges of child neglect against Bigsby is solid and came from the first few hours of voluntary questioning. Those charges are unrelated to Codi's disappearance.
The charges that were filed against Mr. Bigsby are appropriate.
And Talbot says the lead investigator is on paid leave. He says the division has policies and systems in place that should have allowed them to do better than they did. Live in Hampton, Allison Basil, 13 News Now.